Hello, welcome to netvn. I have a computer with Ubuntu installed alongside Windows 11. In this video I show you how to remove Ubuntu from this computer. I want to remove Ubuntu to optimize storage space on my hard drive. First you boot the computer into Windows 11. I recommend that you name the Windows 11 installation partition to avoid deleting the wrong partition in the next step. Then you open Disk Management and delete the Ubuntu installation partition. You accurately determine the partition to delete to avoid data loss or cause Windows system failure. After deleting the Ubuntu partition, you can extend the Windows partition to optimize storage space. At this point, you have deleted the Ubuntu OS partition and extended the Windows 11 partition. Next I will show you how to repair the boot partition to fix some possible errors. To do that, go to Microsoft's homepage and download the Windows 11 installer. The goal is to create a bootable Windows 11 installer. This installer is not used to install Windows 11, but it helps you to boot into repair mode of your computer. To create the Windows 11 installer you will need a USB drive of at least 8 GB in size. Next, you use the Rufus tool to create a Windows 11 installer. Rufus tool helps you create a bootable Windows installer. You use Rufus tool without installation. Rufus will erase the data on the USB drive, so make sure you back up important data before creating the Windows installer. You wait patiently for about 10 minutes to complete the bootable installer. You can also create a Windows installer on another computer. Now you start the target computer and access the BIOS. You press the delete key repeatedly when restarting the computer to access the BIOS. Maybe your computer uses another way to access the BIOS. Here you set the target computer to boot from the USB drive. I set up my computer to boot from a Kingston drive, which is the bootable Windows installer created in the previous step. Here you do not install Windows 11 for the computer you choose to repair. You choose Troubleshoot, then select Command Prompt. A command window appears. Here you use the commands to create a new boot partition for the target computer. You first identify the hard drives on the target computer. After identifying the hard drive, list the partitions on this hard drive. The partition of type system is the boot partition of the computer. You will delete it to create a new boot partition. Partition has been deleted successfully. You will see that the hard drive will have about 100 megabytes of free disk space. From there you create a new partition of size 100 megabytes. This is the new boot partition for the target computer. You format this partition as FAT32. Next you list the volumes available on the target computer and determine the boot volume. After determining the boot volume, you assign it any unused letter. In this example I assigned it the letter Z. Then you exit disk part mode. This part you copy the boot files to the newly created partition. To do that you navigate to the Windows folder, then navigate to the System32 folder. Next you use the bcd boot command to create the boot files for the newly created partition. Next, turn off the computer and remove the USB drive. Then you access the BIOS and set the computer to boot from the hard drive. You won't see the option to boot from Ubuntu here. So you have finished removing Ubuntu from your computer. Good luck to you. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.